Greetings, everybody, and welcome to the Joshua Jehudah Show. I'm your host, Joshua Jehudah, and today we're going to talk about the countries with the most entrepreneurs. So, hope you're okay, hope you're fine. If you're new to the show, subscribe or share. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, and please let me know where you are watching from. Apart from that, it is a beautiful, some call it Tuesday. I said another great, beautiful day where we're going to talk about insights about business, finance, and much more. Talk about business, finance, and much more. So thank you for joining. I'm going to put my head up straight. There we are. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you stay for half an hour to 40 minutes. Give me your time, and I'm going to talk about entrepreneurship. So I'm going to use some sources on the internet. I use Google and other websites, so it's up to you to see, but at least have an idea of which countries are doing well. So the key is some of them are, there's a discrepancy. Some sources say one country, some says another one. So everyone has their own version of what entrepreneurship is. Yes? So I'm going to use some sources. Checking my mic. The key is everyone has their own metrics and their own criteria of which country has the best entrepreneurs. I don't think it's wrong. I could say any country has the best entrepreneurship because according to my criteria, the same to you. Yes, so don't feel bad if they say, oh, this country's not there, or why are they being biased? They're not being biased, they're just choosing their criteria for entrepreneurship, which you can do as well. So you can also actually make up your own version of entrepreneurs. So different websites give you different sources, and each one gives you a different version. But majority are the same. Obviously, the US is the top. Is the top in the countries for entrepreneurship. But most countries put US as the top one. But there are other countries in other sites which give you a different country. So definitely, yeah. My point is, any country can have entrepreneurs according to someone's criteria. Yes. But if you look at other businesses, then definitely, yeah. Every country has different criteria. So every website I see is giving me different numbers. So one says US, another says Canada, another says Uganda, another says sorry. Yeah, one says US as the top, another says Middle East, another says Africa is Uganda is the most entrepreneurial country. Another says some country, China is the most entrepreneurial country. So people will argue on which is the best according to what they believe is true. But what I'm saying is everybody's right, because entrepreneurship cannot be based on one country. Everyone can be based on certain factors. Yeah, so entrepreneurship is different in people's eyes. So, but if you look at statistics in the world, they can tell which country or other. So I don't believe anyone's being biased. Everyone, obviously, people want their own to win, but also each organization has its own criteria of who is the top entrepreneur. Some use finance, some use business, some use funding, some use infrastructure, some use creativity, some use numbers, some use GDP to calculate their entrepreneurship. I believe that is great, and I think it's better to have a variety of winners because each country can be unique. And I think there is entrepreneurship in every country. Entrepreneurship, someone just has their own business or does a business, which is everybody, just someone not recorded. In the US has most, because most of them are recorded and they're filed, we know. But a country like Uganda, which is not most known, apparently it was the top country for entrepreneurship. But it's not well known because you wouldn't think, oh, it's not infrastructure, but yet people are doing business. Not making millionaires, but they're doing a business. And it's thriving according to the local currency or local I'm saying in the local politics or GDP of the country is thriving. Yes, so these are different versions of entrepreneurship. I'm using Uganda and USA. USA is top in terms of GDP, world power, but Uganda is not a world power, but it has more entrepreneurs. So you would disagree if I say that it has many entrepreneurs. I'm not being biased. I'm using the sites that are showing me that. So I'm saying you'd think, oh no, how could that be? Because you'd think there's no GDP is high, there's a lot of poverty, maybe people die, but that's what they're calculating the entrepreneurs. Right, my voice is going. Sorry. So to back up my findings, I am going to, as always, I'm going to show you the site that I used. So I use Google as always. My voice is not going on today. So I use Google as always. So if I type in countries with the most entrepreneurs, these are results I get. Which country has the most entrepreneurs? So this one is from the same report. US, China, Germany, United Kingdom, Singapore, Japan, United Arab Emirates, and Canada. But talks to here, when you say the higher level of entrepreneurship, this one says the UAE tops the list by a significant margin. Then the Netherlands and Finland took the second and third spots. So this is the best, not the most. So these are the best countries for entrepreneurs and startups, as they're saying. But the Nasdaq, but this is saying this is the most. So there's the most number in the US, but this was saying the best countries. But if I typed here, because remember last year in 2019-20, Uganda was one of the most entrepreneurial countries in the world. I'm like, oh, you have 30% of Ugandans starting businesses annually. So in the United States of America and Japan, that figure stands at 7%. So what I'm saying is, you see, there are different levels, there are different metrics and factors you can use to say why. Because I saw the article once, so I'm comparing the US and Uganda. Different. You see, the majority of Ugandan entrepreneurs cited monetary considerations as the main reason for going into business. 30% of Ugandans are going. So we have Botswana, Uganda, and Ghana for the third consecutive year ranked. That's by Mastercard.com, and that's last year. So that is an example of different metrics people use to create. Well, that's only female entrepreneurs, but if it talks about entrepreneurs, it is. So this is the most women doing business globally. Most female entrepreneurs or women entrepreneurs is in Botswana, in Uganda, and Ghana. So Africa takes the lead in female entrepreneurship according to this one. But that's our figure. So going back to this list, you can see our questions you can ask. It could be someone's opinion, which is great. Most of them are the US. This is according to race. I think it's in America, Latino, Black, White, and Asian. Most entrepreneurial city in the world. Yeah. So it's good to read through the suggested questions and see that. But I'm going to show you. So I'm going to start with the US one article. It doesn't say the date when it was released, but most of these were last year. So these are the most entrepreneurial countries according to USA News, no US News. Number one, US. You can see all that. I'm going to read through all that. So how they rank them? Can you see the ranking there? Am I in the way? Right above my head, right there, it says, okay, let me move my face this way. So the rankings they use on this website, they use the US News Best Countries ranking and entrepreneurship sub ranking. You can see more of the methodology over there, but they use like connected to the rest of the world, innovative, educated population, easy access to capital, skilled labor force, technological expertise, transparent business practices, well-developed digital infrastructure, well-developed legal framework. So those are their other entrepreneurship rankings. You can go through the list. I don't know what my page is gone. What has happened? Alright, I've lost the page. I don't know how that happened, but just poop, just vanished. Okay, so we're back again. I'm sorry. That was happening at all. It's really... Let me try it again. Oh, here we are. Okay. So the US, number 2 China, 3 Germany, 4 UK, we are here, 5 Singapore, 6 Japan, 7 UAE, 8 Canada, 9 South Korea, 10 Australia, 11 Denmark, 12 Sweden, 13 Switzerland, 14 Qatar, 15 France, 16 Netherlands, 17 Saudi Arabia, 18 Italy, 19 Luxembourg, 20 India, 21 Belgium, 22 Norway, 23 Finland, 24 Austria, and 25 New Zealand. So I'm going to stop there, but the list goes on. 26, we got Spain, Ireland, you got Poland, Israel, Malaysia, and so forth. You can see on the side here the GDP, population, GDP plus per capita, and GDP in total of the country. Here, so all this according to US News. So there are 7 countries. You can read more of them. This is a rough figure for you to know. It's knowledge, isn't it? It's knowledge about entrepreneurs. So this is their rankings according to this, and you see above here they use this is their rankings and much more, how they rank these countries. So that is that, but I don't know when the date, I can't see the date when it was released. But so far I've seen these are from 2022, which was last year. So if I use the weforum.org, sorry, the article from weforum.org, or the World Economic Forum, for those in full, the Global Entrepreneurship Monitors 2022 report assesses the conditions for entrepreneurs in 50 countries worldwide. I won't read through all that, but there are 2 tables. The table shows the 13 entrepreneurial framework conditions through which the GEM assesses how well each country supports entrepreneurship. So finance, ease of access to entrepreneurial finance, government policy, taxes and bureaucracy, support and relevance, government entrepreneurial programs, entrepreneurial education at school, post-school, research and development work, commercial and professional infrastructure, the ease of entry, physical infrastructure, social and cultural norms. So that's the table they use to as the criteria, the framework they used, the World Economic Forum. So here they say the United Arab Emirates again has the highest score. It's the best place to start a new business in 2022, followed by the Netherlands, Finland, Saudi Arabia, and Lithuania. Now, so I was shocked as well. I thought it would be America, or the UK as well, or China. But no, so according to this site, oh no, come on, show me though, don't do that. So here we are. The best start a business is UAE, Netherlands, Finland, Saudi Arabia, Lithuania, Norway, Korea Republic, Switzerland, Qatar, Spain. Then the US comes at 11. I was shocked, like, wow, they put US at 11 after Spain, Qatar, all this, Switzerland. I'm not saying a bad way, but Lithuania as well, Saudi Arabia, Finland. So they're ahead of the US. So, but yeah, when we are here at number 18, how dare you put us at the bottom? I want a recount of this. This is definitely not. I'm joking, but yeah. So you would think US and the UK and the US are quite good because in the UK it's out of business here. You start one in 2 days. Iraq just registered one the other day. 2 days it was registered. Is that quick? But obviously you have to look at the criteria. But anyway, I put my feelings aside, my heart feelings aside. But 12 Sweden, 13 France, 14 Germany, 15 Canada, 16 Latvia, 17 India. We've all beat the UK. God, how far have we gone down? Right, I'm not happy with this. 19 Luxembourg, 20 Israel, and so forth, so forth. I'm not happy at all. Hungary, so this side you can see the rest of the countries. If you got a bit down, so it begins with the Middle East, then it goes to Europe, Middle East, Europe, then it goes again to East Asia, Europe, Middle East again, Europe, then America, then back to Europe again, America, Europe, then India, or Asia, back to England. I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure about this count. Back to Middle East again. You got a bit of Europe here, then Asia, Europe, then here comes South America. So 25, Colombia comes even ahead of Brazil. Really? What? Hungary, Chile, Greece, Egypt, Slovenia. So that's the thing. That's maybe it's me who's shocked. I'm used to only the G7, all the top countries. That's why it's shocking because you don't know, you don't live there, so you don't think, you don't assume that. Oh, maybe that's why, because you're not used to it. You don't think like Russia as well is number 38. I don't think Russia is that bad. Romania 40, Jamaica 37. See, sometimes it's good to learn these facts to see different ways. Maybe it's somebody's opinion or fact, but number 50 Sudan as ahead of Kenya, Nigeria, and Ethiopia, Sudan as well. I'm not saying the bad, don't get me wrong, but normally you would think some countries are ahead because the way like Ethiopia's growth was big, maybe some growth in business, maybe, I guess, was different growth. But Sudan is good. My point is, it's a good thing that we see other countries winning. Everyone should win. I say everyone should win. But I'm shocking, like, oh, so all the big boys and girls are actually not in the top spots anymore. I'm not saying it's good or bad, but I'm saying it's good to see others who are in there who I wouldn't assume, I would never thought. Okay, that's not good. Who I would never thought would be there. That's not good either. I take it back. It's good to see it's a mixture of countries coming in. So the whole world is balancing out. That is good. It's a positive. Sudan 50. So number one in Africa is Sudan. 45 is South Africa, sorry. But and Sudan as well. That's good. Sudan is leading in terms of entrepreneurship. That's very good for Africa. You don't think it's in Kenya, Uganda, South Africa, Egypt, Nigeria, or Ethiopia, or Ghana. But Sudan is not. That's good. My point is, I want to see all other countries coming up and taking the spot in the world. That's my point. It's good to see that. Positive. I'm very happy with these results. Apart from number 18, UK down below. That one's not. It's debatable. But anyway, I guess I have to come up with our own criteria for entrepreneurship, ain't I? Anywho, so figure 1. So these are the scores. What's the NECI? Oh, sorry, NECI. Okay, before that, let me look for what does NECI mean. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not checking out. So the National Entrepreneurial Context Index. So NECI means the National Entrepreneurial Context Index. Okay. From these 13 conditions, of NACI. So apparently in this, so here Brazil tops them, wins. Brazil, Chile, Colombia. So all this is South America is winning in terms of the NECI. Then UK, and we are, oh come on, at the bottom we are. How dare you put us down there? That is belittling. 4.8. Actually, it's quite high, isn't it? Oh, actually, it's good. That's good. I take it back. Am I biased? I'm a bit biased sometimes. I think so. Ah well, don't we have it all? But we are 4.85 and 4.9 last 3 years, which is good. So, okay, so just comparison. This, oh, it's in order of alphabetic order. I thought it was number leading. So in alphabetic order, but in 2019, the one with the highest score was Korea 5.1, US was 5.3. So US was, no, actually Switzerland 6.1. So the highest was Swiss at 6.1. And Netherlands 6. 2020, the highest one was UAE at 6 as well, right here. It's 6 was the highest there. In actually Netherlands was the highest in 6 with 6.3 in 2020. 2021, the highest one was UAE again, 6.8. Oh, okay, so it's happening here. Saudi Arabia 6.1. UK 4.9. Oh god, we're not doing too well, are we, mate? Netherlands 6.3. Oh, so there was a tie, was there? No, UAE 6.8 was the number one. So yeah, so according to this government, you can read through this to see what the governments can do to increase the entrepreneurship. But it's a good article. It's good to see the difference. Not very happy, but I have some things you can accept. You gotta be what he says, isn't it? But the UAE has the highest total score by a clear margin. I guess it's true because some people in the UK were moving to the UAE saying, guys, come here. It's easy to start here. They're saying, come here because our tax has gone up quite a lot and next year is going higher. Someone was saying, let's start a business in UAE. And I thought, really? I also saw Arabs come to the UAE, start a business. I saw them there. I think now I'm convinced. I'm actually convinced now that maybe I should open a branch in UAE. I thought about it, but I have no base over there. But someone was saying it's easy, come start here. Some guy who's English guy, very good, talking about companies and tax and law. But suddenly they said, hey, I moved to UAE. I was like, what? Like, oh, he was against it. You like UK? Oh, UK is too much. It's terrible. It's talking about UAE is good, tax is better. Like, oh, do you just dump us? Do you just ditch us? But I think you know what he means now, because it's leading. I'm hard, but I have to accept the facts, isn't it? Am I cheeky or what? But so congrats to the UAE. Congratulations to you. So you're number one in terms of that. I think this in terms of all these factors. So it depends on the governing board which is doing this. But according to this, UAE was going to US News. The UAE is number what? And number 7. 7 in entrepreneurs and 19 in best countries overall. There's a big discrepancy there. So look at the Nasdaq. Please show. Don't embarrass me. Oh, X. No. Yeah, so the Nasdaq, if it accepts to maybe scroll down the page. I'm so sorry. Ranking for the best countries for entrepreneurs. Oh, come on. You can read through the article. What makes a country entrepreneur friendly? Those are their So I thought so. Yeah, they're gonna use the same one here as the GEM. So it's the same one as before. Yes. Okay. I thought so too. It's gonna be the same as the one before. Asked by Chris Morris. So use the GEM report, which you just saw right here. So definitely there. So moving on from these two. So we know those two are the same articles. So if you use mastercard.com news, reject all for now. So the best female entrepreneurs, Botswana, Uganda show the highest concentration of women entrepreneurs. That was last year, March. Botswana leads, closely followed by Uganda and Ghana as the countries with the most women business owners globally. Nigeria, Angola, and Ghana are ranked joint firstly globally in women's entrepreneurial activity rate in this one, 2021. So according to female entrepreneurs, African countries are leading in terms of that, which is true. They are very good entrepreneurs. They are. That's it. Okay. You can read through the article if you want to see it, but it's according to mastercard.com. Yeah. It's the Mastercard Index of Women Entrepreneurs, the MIWE, MIWE, Mastercard Index of Women Entrepreneurs. So you can see, you can come up with your own index actually. You've got the MIWE, you've got the one of, maybe we've got this one is the what? The NICE. So hey Josh, I am gonna make my own index of business entrepreneurs. I call it the JJEI, Joshua Jehudah Entrepreneur Index. So this is the NECI, the National Entrepreneurial Context Index, and here we got the Mastercard Index of Women Entrepreneurs. Hey, you can make your own. Just want to show you that. That's not showing. So definitely. Alright, so I want you to see comparison because every country has its own. Here's Mastercard, but this is only in terms of female entrepreneurs, so maybe that's why it's different. But in terms of gender entrepreneurship, you have the UAE and the US as the top, and actually more countries coming up. So if you are wanting to start a business, I suggest come to the UK. Am I gonna be biased? Yes, no, but you want to try the UAE. I've heard a lot about it, but I can see that it's actually true. So try the UAE. In the UK, it's quite expensive. It's quite not expensive, but it's costly. But it's for me, started business easy. It's not too hard. Or just register 2 days, a small fee, and you're done. Don't know about the US system. Should be similar. But if you want a business, I suggest in the US, and UAE, and the UK, and China as well. If you can, but yeah, so in Germany as well. That's my picks. UK, of course. US, I'll go for now. UAE as well. And I'll pick Uganda as well. Why? Because it's a low, I think the youngest population in the world. They have young population now. They're growing. Most of them are young and most of them are entrepreneurs. So there is a raw market for entrepreneurs. Yes, I don't know about Botswana, but I can talk about Botswana as well, and Ghana. I have people going to Ghana. I've had them going there, start businesses, and Botswana as well. So I would say, why that? I would say because the UK is stabilized in business, so you can get funding and there's a lot of support. I'm guessing the same in the US as well. I don't know much about the UAE, but I'm reading more about it, and it seems like it's cheaper in taxes, and the tax is better. So I'll do that. I would start. I've got the UK, but I'll expand to the US and the United Arab Emirates, then, and I'll also go to Uganda, and probably Botswana as well. Why? Because they emerging countries, isn't it? So there's more. I think I'll get more because most of them are educated there. So I think I'll get more workers who are willing to put in the work and have the spirit of education, of entrepreneurship, which is everywhere in the world. But I'm saying because this is a raw market, and I'm saying the next 10, 20 years, there are going to be a lot of people there. So yeah, because Asia and America is already developed, so it's good. So if I have both the stable and the one which is growing, then I mix the two together, I think I'll make a killing. My opinion, isn't it? According to the Joshua Jehudah Entrepreneurship Index. I love it. So the JJEI is the Joshua Jehudah Entrepreneurship Index. I rank. I won't be biased. And I rank the UK. Then I put Uganda next. Then I put the US. Then I put UAE down. Then I put China as well. I put Ghana as well on the map. I put Nigeria as well on the map for entrepreneurs. I put India as well on the map for entrepreneurs. No, entrepreneurship. No, they work. Yes, don't know much about. I'm going to study more about other countries. Those are ones countries I know, so that's going to be my index. So I'm inspired to make my own index, the JJEI, the Joshua Jehudah Entrepreneurship Index, coming soon to an index near you. Going back, so this is as long as you've seen this. All this was a long time ago. That's my point. There's nothing this year. So if you look at the 20 countries by total startup is US, China, UK, and India. All right, the US. We know about the US. I see. So if you read, sorry, I'm not quiet. I'm just pondering. I've gotten a new idea. I've got some new ideas. I'm going to start my own index and rank my own countries according to my own criteria. I'm going to be a bit biased. No, I'm not, but I've got a good idea here, so definitely it's good. Sorry, I just got a wow moment and something, that idea came in. So there's a report here. This is what I would think will be. That's what I was suggesting. Okay, maybe instead of startups, yeah, starting up. Yes, starting up. We're number 3. Should be number 1. Okay, something wrong here as well. Now I'm definitely biased. But yeah, so this was the startups here. United States, China. Oh, they're beating us. United Kingdom. So in the US we have 3 million startups, 3.5 million startups. In China, 651. In the UK we have about 385. India 338, Germany 198, and so forth. So these are the key insights from the top 20 countries. You can have a look there and see at that. So China and India leverage their huge populations to dominate in this ranking as well. The UK's total startup output is beyond larger countries like India. Yeah, we do have a lot, don't we? Israel, Switzerland, Singapore, and the Netherlands are punching above their weight. Oh, this is interesting. I like this. I am gonna put in my in-up. All right, so there we are. So you can see for yourself. Don't use my email address to call, okay? Don't Don't email me anything at all. So yeah, what I get more, this gives me an idea. This is very interesting. It's unique. A pleasure. So that's good, but yeah, so this is startuplink.com. So all in all, you can see, for those who are trying business, why? Because we need more entrepreneurs, we need more positive entrepreneurs. As you can see, the top country is the UAE, and